We've had a severe thunderstorm this evening, and we didn't think it had damaged anything. Matt was just excited that he was going to hear the tin roof of the shed, but we've got several trees down. You can see this one in our driveway. It really didn't seem like that bad of a storm, but apparently we were fooled somehow. There's a big tree with the top has come out and landed in the corn in the big garden, and a lot of the corn is blowed over. Very depressing, but maybe it'll stand back up. Hope has to spring eternal. Maybe it'll stand back up. You can see we had a lot of rain with the storm too, so the ditches are full. Cleaning out the ditches. Down at the big garden is a tree, and then the top out of a tree, I guess. Is that what it is, Matt? Right on our corn, though.
Yeah, I just cut it and throw it back in the woods. I just didn't want to leave this overnight in case we had to get out. Emergency, I don't want to be blocked.
I was wanting it to rain, but I didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, I know, and I hate that. My goodness.
Maybe the corn will stand back up. I sure hope so, because it's all just laid down.
I think that little corn there probably will, and then maybe some of that other, but what's under that tree probably, when it probably broke it.
Probably broke it, yeah. That's a big tree.
Yeah. These big limbs broke out of that big maple yonder, see them?
Yeah.
I didn't see them till just now.
I just didn't think there was that much wind in it.
I ain't neither.
I was thinking we were getting a good rain. We wasn't getting no wind. It was all gonna be good. We could probably throw some of it off this bank too.
He's very excited about the chainsaw. Oh yeah. He couldn't miss out on the action, neither could I. I wanted to see what was going on. Hey, I'd lend a hand, but I'm just a little busy. What's that turned inside out down there, like by the implements? Is that something?
Paul said that's another tree.
Did the tree like fall across
Must
the
have
tree, or
been
just
like
the
a
top?
little outburst. What is it? What we were just watching? What's his face? And he's talking about a burst of wind coming down, straight down. Maybe that was what happened. I know.
Backdoor wind.
Matt likes to tease me because one time I told him there was a backdoor cold front coming. He's never got over it. He just teases me about it all the time. I know. And you laughed and laughed. And it was true. I heard it on the Weather Channel.
Paul, is that tree down there at the bottom? Is it just the top of one, or is it like that fell? I just didn't realize. I mean, I didn't even think it was going to rain. But yeah, I didn't equate what was going on with this sort of damage. I didn't even feel like I heard big wind. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still raining. I feel like it's just big drops falling off these trees.
Maybe. Oh, she's right there watching. Just the storm. Oh, it blew yours down too. Those you was worrying about.
Took care of the one skinny one for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. My gosh, it did, didn't it?
can see right over there one of the trees that's fallen. Here's a closer look at the first one down at the garden that fell. It's a sourwood tree, so you can see some of the blooms right there that I'm sure the bees have been feasting on, honeybees. Just come right over into here. But the worst part is down here because of the garden. You can see just push the corn over, and then the damage from these trees. Looks to me like it's about 3 or 4 trees. And then up there, up high, you can see where it twisted one off. Sounds like they're saying one of them is uprooted. Sad, sad for the corn. That over there is just totally broke off. How many trees is it, Matt?
That's just one.
One tree? Okay. And then the twisted out of that?
This one falling.
This one broke it.
Okay.
You can watch that right there too. That's under tension.
Yeah, come on, Katie, get out of there. Get out of there.
Slapping brains out.
Yeah, get out of there, both of you, or all of you. Get out of there.
That tree goes all the way back to the
Oh yeah.
where the road bank is. It's that big iron.
Oh, gosh.
Big bunch of firewood.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was like that, or I wouldn't have went under it with him.
I didn't notice that either, to be honest with you.
Luckily it didn't get through. Came close, didn't it?
But I wouldn't have went under there, Ira, if I'd known.
It don't look like it bent that over, I hope.
So is that? No, I don't know. It kind of looks
Saved
like
by
a
the
limb.
vine.
Is that a limb coming through? Like those oak limbs coming through this tree?
Broke off of this one. It's broke off of this one.
Okay. But it happened when that tree fell. I guess it pulled that stuff down. Come on, Ira.
Yeah.
Go back the other way.
One year, of course, the corn was taller than this, but it did that, but it laid it all down one way. And me and Daddy got us a long, skinny stick and run under it, and we got at either end of it and just gradually pulled it up.
Yeah.
Some of it made it and some of it didn't. But it didn't have a tree on it.
Yeah, it didn't have a giant tree on
We've
it.
never had a tree on it. We've had it blow down, but I ain't never had a tree fall to it.
I never seen one like this. It's ridiculous.
Well, I just didn't think it was that bad of a storm.
It was.
I didn't either until I looked out
Unless
and
it's a
saw
downdraft.
stuff just
Yeah.
like
You
that.
know,
Huh?
could have been a downdraft or something.
Maybe. Just didn't seem that bad at all.
Let's figure out what we're going to do with this too.
Gosh, what a mess.
It's just going to, trying to get it out of there is going to burn the rest of it.
Yeah.
Burn what's under it.
Yep.
You almost wonder if we should just leave it.
I wonder if JoJo would want to come get it. Cut it up and take it out of here. Of course, you probably want it. for
Matt
the
could
wood.
use
I'd like
it
to
for
have the wood.
firewood,
Yeah,
but-
it would. It'd be next year's wood. That's just the way that's going to work.
Might as well
Come
take
on.
the rest of that one down too.
Yeah, we can cut that now. We
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it hitting the power line. That's the only
Right.
reason I didn't cut it.
Yep. Might as well take it down now.
So this is the other side of it, of the tree that come down. It's actually, Matt says, one big tree that come down from over across the creek, a great old big one, and on its way down, it pulled some of the limbs out of those other trees instead of like I thought it would have been twisted. Really depressing, but that's just the weather. You can't do nothing about it.
Okay.
And hopefully a lot of this will stand back up on its own. Daddy always said, leave it alone. It'll either stand up or it won't stand up. Of course, that under the tree is never going to stand up no more. I'm pretty sure this little bitty corn will stand back up though. I guess we're going to be really glad that we planted at least one succession because I think it will stand back up. And some of the big corn's still standing, so.
There's one laying across the plot up there.
Lots of stuff to be thankful for us. All it did was blow a tree down in the driveway and the end of the garden. No damage to house or home or cars or people or anything like that, like so many people have had to deal with this year. Matt was just saying maybe it's a good thing we didn't weed the garden.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't lose that labor.
Yeah, at least if it doesn't stand back up, we won't have lost out on the weeding, which we was going to do. Was that today we thought about doing it? This morning?
Yeah.
And
I was talking about it, and I actually was going to come do a little of it, but we got doing something else.
Yeah. And I have already filmed a garden tour, which you'll see this beautiful corn. And I just filmed, I filmed it this morning. So you'll see that after you see this video, I guess. But maybe I have to put a disclaimer. Corn no longer looks like that because of wind and tree damage.
Yeah, and this is, I ain't gonna say depressing. It may be a little bit, but it ain't nothing compared to some other folks.
That's what I said. It's disappointing, but even in this, so much to be thankful for.
This ain't really nothing compared to
No.
much anything else, really.
No, but especially not what damage other people have had. And I mean, of course, Helene, but even this spring with the tornadoes and the bad storms and all that, because we didn't injure our house or nobody or not even our vehicles.
Well, we're out to a little bit of fresh corn later
Yeah,
on, and
that's all.
we'll get around that one way or the other. We'll have to go by it and whatever, but it's just a little disappointing, though.
We're coming in the backyard to see if there's any damage. You can see some of the tomatoes have blowed down inside there, but they'll be okay. We can put those back up and they'll be just fine. Attach them back to the trellis. You can see it blew some of these over too, but that's just our little Tommy toe, the match cherry. And I had actually pulled them out this way to get them off the cucumber, so it didn't hurt them. And even if it did, again, they're just volunteers, it'd be fine. And I don't think it hurt them anyway. Tomatoes, unlike corn, are pretty tough. Even if they were to get broke off, they grow out so fast, they would just replenish themselves pretty quick. This is the Tommy toes. It don't seem like they really, maybe one or two blew out. I might not know for sure if they had or not, but again, I did a video this morning, a garden tour, so I know these were not like that this morning. Well, not the evening we thought we was gonna have.
No.
But that's okay. I was excited about it raining because we were getting kind of dry. We've been so hot. But I don't know, did we need the rain or could we have done without the wind? I think it'd have been better off if it hadn't rained. We'd have just kept dry.
Yeah, I'd like to have the wind or the rain without the wind, but that ain't the way we got it, so we just gotta take what we got.
Yeah, that's what we have to do. Matt said when he walked over in there in the woods to see where that tree come from at the big garden, it's a pretty big tree, you said?
Yeah, and it uprooted. It's about probably a 18-inch diameter or 20-inch diameter red oak.
Usually oak trees are not bad to do that.
Not usually, but that one did.
Yeah.
And it broke the top out of another tree as it come to the edge of the garden, and then broke it out and it fell. And all that fell on the corn.
And then that sourwood, did it have something to do with that too?
I ain't sure if it was hooked into that or not. It might have been. I didn't get that far back in there.
It may have been, yeah.
I'll have to saw it out too. It fell on my tiller and my forks from my tractor, and it didn't hurt them.
Well, with Paul's help, didn't take long to clean out the driveway, clear it out, and Matt wanted to do that just in case. You never know, something emergency happened during the middle of the night and then we couldn't get out. Somebody needed to go to the doctor or something like that. So took care of that one, and then you'll have the garden one to look forward to.
I guess I'll get on that early in the morning. Try to get some of that sawed up.
Yeah. Sort of depressing about the corn, but it's not like it's not happened before. That's the life of a gardener.
Yeah. Of course, we ain't never had a tree fall.
No, we've never had a tree fall on it. We've never had a tree fall in our driveway as long as we've lived here, almost 30 years. So we've never had that, and never has there been a tree on that garden fell like that I remember.
Yeah.
So that is unusual. But I mean, just thunderstorms. That's the thing about the thunderstorms. You want them because of the rain, if it's dry, but then you know there's a chance that wind may come and blow your corn down. At this stage, I think when it gets bigger, it's not as liable to do that, but at this tender stage it's at. But it's happened not every year, but often enough in my lifetime that I know that's just part of it in Pap's garden.
I think that little corn that ain't under the tree, I believe it'll stand back
Yeah,
up.
I think it will. The sunshine gets on it.
All the big corn that's under that tree, it's broke down. That's the end of
Yeah,
it.
that's the end of it for sure. Yeah. Well,
Guess we'll go to the farmer's market.
well, I think we'll still get some corn, and
We'll get a
unless
little.
another storm comes or something. But I think we'll still get some corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're always glad when you stop by to help us celebrate Appalachia, even when we have something unusual happen, like trees down in the garden and down in the driveway that we've never had before.